What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Jake, your favorite investor. And in today's video, I'm gonna break down my simple sniff test that's gonna allow me to separate the good real estate agents from the bad real estate agents. And it's relatively simple if you really look at it. So lean in, let's do this, take notes, get that pencil sharpened, and let's dive in. Now, first and foremost, real estate agents are one of the three key components to a power team if you have a successful house flipping business. It's real estate agents, it's lenders, and it's contractors. With real estate agents, if they're good, they respond to us. A lot of times, if we're flipping houses from across the country or remotely where we're not going on site, they act as property managers for us. A lot of times, they're the one that's going to negotiate whether or not we're going to get a deal. And they can be an essential piece of us flipping a house a lot more quickly and for top dollar. So it's important that we have good ones. And the good ones don't necessarily have to have a ton of experience. We can teach them what we want them to do, but there are certain things and aspects and attributes that they have to have in order for them to be able to work with us effectively.
Okay, let's hear it.
So anytime I'm talking to a new real estate agent, the number one thing that I'm going to do is run my script. This is how it'll typically go. Hello? Hey, is this John? And if the agent's name is John, they're going to say yes. I want them saying yes as early as possible. It's like a pattern. I want them to say yes, something affirmative to me during the conversation to break down barriers, to make things a little bit less nerve-wracking. And I want to have a good conversation with them. So I always say it. It sounds weird. It feels weird, but it always ends up leading us to a good conversation. Hey, my name's Jake. I'm a real estate investor. I flip houses in the area. I'm trying to buy a few properties within the next couple of weeks in whatever area they're in. They're going to be nodding their head on the other side of the phone because we've just told them, I can make you a commission, a paycheck a couple of times over before the end of the month. They're going to be leaning in just naturally on that part of the conversation. So I'm going to lean in a little bit more. Yeah, I buy properties that are in beat up condition or being sold at a discount. I renovate them with local contractors and then we resell them as quickly as possible using agents such as yourself on the open market. Do you happen to work with investors, John? And in this part, they're usually going to say yes, even if they've never worked with an investor before. Yes is the key word. I want them to, I imagine them nodding their heads the whole time. I want them to auditorily say yes as often as possible. Now, every once in a while, they're not going to say yes. And if they say, no, I don't work with investors, and we're going to end the conversation. Hey, sorry about that, John. Sorry to waste your time. Have a great day. Good luck this year. Talk to you soon. But if they say yes, which usually they do, I start leaning into it a little bit more. Okay, well, do you have any specific areas? I just start having small talk about what they think about the local market. And ultimately, my goal by the end of this 5-minute conversation is to get to a point where I ask them, hey, John, so as a next step, can you send me 1 or 2 properties that you believe are good deals so I can analyze them and potentially make offers on them through you? And a lot of times they're going to give us pushback. Okay, what type of criteria are you looking for? What I typically say is I'll buy anything from a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom to a 10-bedroom, 10-bathroom, as long as there's enough room for me to make money on it. And ultimately that's true, but I want to keep it very broad. So they're not only sending me things that are 1,500 square feet or only sending me things in this specific neighborhood. I'll buy anything I can make money on, and I'm trying to convey that to John the realtor. But ultimately, this part of the conversation goes pretty predictably every time. They're always excited, they always say yes, they always make that commitment that they're going to send us whatever we need. But after we get off the phone, or at least toward the end of the conversation, say, okay, great, John, when can I expect you to email me those 1 or 2 properties that you think are good deals? Can I expect it tonight? I always give them a suggestion. If I'm talking to them in the morning, I suggest the afternoon. If I'm talking to them in the afternoon, I suggest the evening. If I'm talking to them in the evening, I suggest the next morning. Hey, John, do you think it's reasonable for me to expect those properties from you, the 1 or 2 that you think are good deals? You think you'll be sending them by this afternoon? I want to give them a chance to either affirm my suggestion or give them a chance to give me a counter offer on when they think they can send me something. Regardless, whatever they commit to doing, the time frame within which they commit to sending me 1 or 2 properties that they believe are good deals, that's what I'm going to hold them to. If they commit by tomorrow morning at 10 a.m., they'll have sent me 1 or 2 good deals. And I haven't heard from John, the real estate agent, by tomorrow morning with those 1 or 2 deals, or even an email from John saying, hey, I haven't been able to find those 2 deals, but I want to stay in touch with you because I told you I'd respond by tomorrow morning. That's what I'm looking for. If someone gives me a time commitment, specifically if a real estate agent gives me a time commitment, and if they don't hit that time commitment, that is not an agent that I am personally going to want to lean into. In this business, being able to communicate communicate commitments, right? To honor those commitments and to have some reputation reliability to do what they say they're going to do. That's way more important to me, and it's way more important to our business than someone having 30 years of experience. I'm cool with somebody being brand new to the business and working with them if they do what they say they're going to do over somebody that's the best in the entire area, that's done millions of dollars in sales year after year after year. They have all the awards on their signature line. But if they tell me they're hitting me up tomorrow morning by 9 a.m. and they don't get back to me tomorrow morning by 9 a.m., I'll take the new blood as opposed to the old dog that's won all the rewards 7 days a week. So at the end of that conversation, get them to commit to sending something simple like 1 or 2 deals that they think are good for flips, and try to get them to give you a time commitment. And if they hit that time commitment, that's somebody that has habits and traits that we need in our house flipping business. And if they don't, at least get them to apologize on their own without any prompt for not hitting their time commitment. We want them to be aware of their time commitment, and ideally, we want them to think that it's important for them to do what they say they're going to do. If we can get that time commitment with the actions that they take and that own self-respect to their reputation, that's what we want, and that's what we're looking for with an agent that's going to be crucial for our power team. We can teach them how we run numbers. We can teach them how we make offers. We can teach them to make a lot of offers for us. We can even teach them how to lowball offers. But if they don't do what they say they're going to do, especially on a schedule, it may not be the best fit for our business. That is how I find my new real estate agents. I hope this helps. If you want to learn more, if you want to work with me one-on-one, check out the links in the description. Happy investing.